It is the Friday before Memorial Day weekend. And although it might sound like I have holes in my mouth, or maybe even a little bit of a lisp, it's all because I had dental surgery yesterday. So, Dr. Amir Dowd, thank you. You are an amazing dentist, friend, former client, and caretaker for my entire family's mouth. And does a good job of Botox, even though obviously, if you're watching, I haven't had any. So, hello, my one viewer. Maybe it's my husband. My husband that I did ask to be on the vlog today, and he refused. I was going to do a whole thing about the spouse of an entrepreneur. Maybe another time. We'll have to, maybe if somebody that views this one day has a request for my husband, you probably get some good feedback and maybe he'll do it. Okay, so it is a little weird because my mouth is a little funky. But the only reason I missed vlogging yesterday is because I was suggested not to vlog while I was on Valium. So a drug has not entered my body for 22 years. So I don't know what I said yesterday. I don't think I did or said anything completely inappropriate, except for the one a text message that I sent to a doctor's administrator telling me that she was confused because she already got that information. So that's when I realized the advice I was getting was really good advice, that I shouldn't really be doing anything. So technically I'm not working today. I took in my calendar, it says I have the day off, but I've been working since 8 o'clock this morning, but not hard. I took a bike ride too today because I didn't think it was a good idea with the surgery that I had yesterday. Okay, so I had a very good friend, my dear friend, who is leaving and going to Norway now, going back to her home. I'm hoping that she'll be back in like 2 months. And I hope you have a great trip if you're listening or watching. I have 2 viewers. Maybe you'll be my second viewer, but I'm going to miss you. But I posted about something that came on Bay News 9 today. It was a segment they did about children are like more apt to get sick from being in a divorced family. And I have a little bit of experience about that. I do not come from a divorced family, and my parents have been married forever, like 800 years, I think. I think they celebrate their 801st anniversary next month, actually in December, and I think it's more like 49 years. So there's no such thing as divorce in my family, never has been. We're Irish, so you just stay married until somebody dies, or you just sleep in separate bedrooms. So I'm saying sorry. And I hear the squeaking of my wonderful Charlie Brown's toy in the background. Love him. So the reason I want to talk about this step-family thing is because I have a wonderful stepson named Cooper, who I don't typically refer to him as my stepson because I think step has such a negative connotation wrapped around it. So before my husband and I got married, when we were dating, Cooper was 3 and he is 13 now. And he just left today to go back to his mom's house and we always miss him when he goes. But I've been with him since he's 3 years old. So he really only knows me, Sharon, as he calls me with his nice Floridian accent. And then he has his mom, Tammy. So we have a very decent relationship. Cooper has never seen us fighting. We've never said unkind things about his mom, nor would we ever in front of him, because we realize that he is the most important person in our family dynamic, and how we choose to conduct ourselves with him is very, very important. So the reason that I'm talking about this today, like I said, is because I saw this I saw this thing on Bay News 9. I was just about to take a picture of my plastic surgeon, Dr. Deepak Naidu. I love him. He's so great. He was coming on Bay News 9, and right before they did that segment about kids that get unhealthy from stress, and they have different, you know, problems to deal with because of the stress that comes with a divorce. So there are two reasons that I know a lot about this. Number one, the most obvious, that I have a stepson. But number two, I ran a pediatric practice for 8 years before I opened my business 4 years ago. And I saw a lot of things that I did not like to see. I saw a lot of fighting between parents. I saw dad's girlfriends trying to bring the kids in and signing the release like they were the mom. A lot of lying, a lot of manipulation, a lot of just really unkind things that people were. Broke up an argument in our parking lot one day. A mom, a dad, and the new girlfriend. It wasn't not good, and it was all happening in front of the child. And the child, of course, was the one that was suffering the most. So we made like a pledge together as a team, myself and the pediatricians, that we were going to remove any type of situation from ever happening again like that, where children are in front of parents arguing about their situation. So the main point of talking about this today is because I have modernfamilycoach.com. If you ever want to check it out, I put it in the description. When I was dating my husband, I decided I needed to know what it meant to be a stepmom, and what it meant for our family, and what it meant for Cooper. And he will attest to this if he was sitting next to me on this vlog. I read every book. We would go on vacation, and I would spend 7 days on the cruise reading on the patio. The patio, honey, am I calling it right? Probably not. The balcony. He's not even going to answer me. He doesn't want to be on the vlog. So I would read everything I needed to read, and then came upon Jeanette Lofus, who is the founder of the Stepfamily Foundation in New York City. And I flew my butt to New York City and became a trained, certified stepfamily coach, and created this business before I opened the Dr. Whisperer. And I thought it was something that I wanted to do forever, but what I realized, it's something that I want to do on a bigger scale one day, because it is such an important topic people talk about, and what it is like to be in a family that is either divorced or separated or having troubles or whatever the case is. So I became a stepfamily coach because, number one, Cooper. Number two, the pediatric practice I was running. And then I had Jeanette Lofus fly to Florida, and I had her train all of the pediatricians, divorce attorneys, child psychologists, guardian ad litems, therapists that were local to our community, and teach them and certify them on being stepfamily coaches. So, like I said, the business that I started was Modern Family Coach, because there is a really negative connotation with stepfamily, stepmom, step anything. And, just last week I had breakfast with a very dear friend of mine who needed to vent to me. She is also a stepmom, and it's kind of like a support group, of what we go through as the stepmother of a child. And we love our children like they're our own. We just didn't give birth to them. And then there's a whole dynamic of respect that comes along with having the biological mom as well. So anyway, I feel very informed about that world, and I am very informed about that world. And I still, I've had clients over the years that I've worked with, but like I said, one day when I'm not busy, I will certainly take on this venture again and talk about what it's like. Because just Tuesday, I had coffee with a gentleman that was the son of a divorced family at a very young age, and he talked me through his whole upbringing about what it was like to be, the son of a divorced, living with a stepmother, and then, just all the issues that come along with that. We're very blessed in the sense that we don't really have any of the issues that go on, but we have had them. Like, hello, of course we have. But I feel like because we got the help that we needed and we educated ourselves and we realized that we have to put the child first and be mature about it, that Cooper will flourish within his life because now he just gets a lot of love from a lot of different people. And there you go. So that is my little rant about, it's not even a rant. I felt actually pretty natural and good to talk about that. I do love talking to anybody that is in the world of divorce or separation. Like I said, I don't love the word step. I just think it sounds bad. And our feelings get hurt because we don't really get included a lot being made, but we certainly have a big responsibility when it comes to taking care of the child. But that's another episode for not the Dr. Whisperer, for some other forum in a different time. So with that said, I will say ta-ta for now. And I still am working, 4:43. I still have to do one more thing. And then I'm going to listen to Gary Vaynerchuk on my headset because I was so disappointed that I didn't have any new videos from him. And I didn't listen to any yesterday. And now I have like 3 or 4 to catch up on. So that's exciting. So happy Memorial Day weekend. I hope while you're sitting at the beach or at a barbecue, you pick up the latest DuPont Registry Luxury Living of Tampa Bay and read the articles by the new health and wellness editor. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, my 2 viewers. You're my favorite. Bye.